One day, Thomas was on his way to High Farm when Rosie stopped beside him. Rosie was a cheerful, chirpy little tank engine. She was always pleased to meet Thomas. She liked him so much that she wanted to be just like him. So she tried to copy him. She tried to wish the way he did. She even tried to whistle like Thomas. It made Thomas cross. "Hello, Thomas," puffed Rosie brightly. "What are you doing?" "It's Alice's birthday," chuffed Thomas. "I want to get all her presents up to High Farm in good time." Just then, Harold the helicopter arrived. "Another storm warning, I'm afraid," he shouted. "High winds on the way and heavy rain." Harold warned Thomas not to go up to High Farm. "Heavy rain can cause landslides on that hilly route," he said. And Harold flew away. Thomas didn't want to let Alice down. "High winds don't bother me," he puffed. "Or me," chuffed Rosie. "I'll come as your back engine." But Thomas didn't want Rosie to come. "No, thank you, Rosie," he huffed firmly. "I'll manage on my own." And he chuffed quickly away. But Rosie liked Thomas very much, and she wanted to help, so she chuffed cheekily after him. Thomas puffed along the line to High Farm. The sky grew darker and darker. Soon it was pouring with rain. Thomas's pistons pumped and his boiler bubbled. It was hard work. "Rosie can't follow me now," he thought. "She isn't strong enough." Thomas was wrong. Rosie's pistons were pumping and a boiler was bubbling right behind him. She whistled cheerfully to Duncan chuffed along the track to the polishers. As he puffed through the mountains, his wheels started to clatter, and the bell started to chime. Duncan went faster. The bell chimed louder. With every bump and bend, it rattled and rang, it tinkled and clanged. Duncan liked the sound of this even more than the sound of his wheels. He was having a wonderful time. "Whee!" he wheezed, and the bell rang louder and louder. "Slow down," called Rusty, but Duncan didn't hear. "Hooray!" Duncan hooted. "Take care," chuffed Scarloey. "Whoosh!" whooped Duncan. "The bell will come loose," puffed Mighty Mac. But still Duncan didn't listen. He rattled on. The track was getting bumpier, and the bell chimed louder. Sir Handel was taking on water. He saw Duncan racing towards him. "Hooray!" whistled Duncan. "Slow down," hooted Sir Handel. "The track ahead is very wobbly." "Listen to my bell, Sir Handel," whooshed Duncan. "Isn't it wonderful?" Then there was trouble. Duncan's wheels rattled over the wobbly track. He applied his brakes, but it was too late. The flatbed bumped into the air, the bell tumbled off the flatbed and rolled down the hill. Clang, clang, boing went the bell as it fell and fell. "Oh no," cried Duncan. "I've lost the bell. Now it won't be polished for the country fair," he puffed sadly. "It's all my fault." Everywhere was still and quiet. Then Duncan heard a noise. "That sounds like a bell," he wished quietly, and he listened very hard. "It is a bell," he tooted. "It's my bell." "Maybe if I listen and follow the sound," Duncan puffed, "I will find the bell." Duncan followed the sound. "It's getting louder," he puffed excitedly.